Alright, y'all. We're back. It's me and Josh tonight. And we're going to do, right now, we're going to do Josh's top albums of 2021. And then later on, we're going to review the new Zeal and Ardor album. And I had asked you guys on the Facebook, you know, what were some of your favorite albums, and what you might think, if you've heard the Zeal and Ardor album, what do you think about them and their album? And this time the only person to say anything was our good buddy Abraham Ram. He says, number one, the new Zeal and Ardor is good, production is on point, and the songs are really aggressive while still having elements of soul and blues. Two, his favorite album from last year is Dark Majesty by Kal-El. Has elements of doom metal, stoner rock, and psychedelic. And I'd never heard of them before, and he sent a link, and I listened to it, and I'm like, this shit is pretty rad.
We ain't heard a lot of things till recently.
I mean, really. I mean, you can't claim to know everything. I mean, I know a lot about music, but I will never know
Coming
much.
Soon, Indian metal.
Right, but I know a lot, but I don't know much.
Bloody wood.
So yeah, there's that. And if you guys want to join in the fun, join the Speaker Brains group on Facebook. The only rule is don't be a dick, and hit up our Patreon if you want to request some album reviews.
Only we're allowed to be dicks.
So far, Dave is the only one who's a real dick to people on there, and it's like, oh man, David's just got a strong opinion on some of that
and
stuff.
our one super fan,
Old
Too Tall.
Oh yeah, Old Too Tall, but yeah, I don't think, unless he can make a fake Facebook and, go into the, infiltrate, but,
You know he does.
So join the Patreon if you want, and to request some album reviews, and check out our music on Spotify as well as SoundCloud under Lady Chuckle Studios. On the Spotify, it is Monster from the Studio and Sticky Middle Finger, our actual band names. Shit. Let's fucking get to it. So how many albums do you got on your list?
Oh, I don't know. I just picked them. However many this is.
Sweet.
Okay.
So, and we're going to get to Zach's eventually. Next week we're going to try, because we can't do the Korn review until everybody's here. And so we're planning for the 19th, which is next weekend, for the Korn review.
Yeah.
I know Josh and David will be here for the Korn. Hopefully Zach will be here. And then we're going, that very same night, we're going to do David's top albums of the year.
What's today's date?
Today is the 12th.
Oh, Bloody Wood will be out on the 18th. You might be able to squeeze that in.
Yeah, might be able to
That
squeeze
shit's
that
fucking
in.
badass.
That would be rad.
System of a Down if they're more metal.
So, let's get into it. Hit us up, Josh.
Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright,
12, all right.
Alright, so we'll start. I don't want to do. There's no particular order except for the last three. So we'll start off somewhere about here. Alright, so one that came out last year, really good, I liked. It was Twisted, Unlikely Prescription.
That was rad,
With
man.
Danny Filth.
And I hated that, like, that's my favorite song on there, man. Like, I like them all.
Well, Envy's
but,
really good too. But yeah, that's really the two best songs on there. Is
that one just bangs
Neon
like
Vamp
a motherfucker, dude.
and Envy. But it is a departure from their more rap.
Which is cool.
It's more of a new metal album than anything.
Definitely more on the new metal side. Definitely just a metal album. And I've seen people complain, it was generic. I was like, I'm ready for a little difference in the Twisted sound, and they've done this kind of shit, since the beginning.
You can say it's generic, but these guys are rappers.
And it's not bad for some white rapper dudes to do a metal album,
And
and
with Danny Filth of all people. I mean, how
yeah,
many
and they
people
got
said
Danny Filth. That's rad as all.
we got
fuck.
Danny Filth rapping on there, kind of. But,
Yeah, I don't know if he's really rapping, and then like,
well, he is singing fast, but he is singing some lyrics.
and then you get his scream in there. It's sort of buried in the mix a little more than I'd like it to be, but
Well, because when he's not doing his scream, he does have a very, just his voice is kind of, it's almost soft, like with that deep. He has that scratchy softness, yeah. And then his banshee scream.
goddamn man. But yeah, that shit, that's still my favorite track on there, man. That shit bangs like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
That
it's-
goddamn beat, dude.
I mean, it's not a long album either. Because it sound every time we listen to it, we're like, we've heard this beat before. It's
know.
a Prodigy song.
I
I can't
know.
find the exact one. I've heard.
It is so close to
Yeah, because it's just I think it's slower than the one we're thinking of, or is it vice versa? One was faster.
like, I wonder, is it a Prodigy beat? I mean, at least
I've
it
heard-
reminds me of a
I've
Prodigy
heard
beat.
that beat
Because
before.
it sounds like that goddamn song on there. Like, I need someone.
I need
or
someone.
something
It
like
does,
that.
but
Sounds so fucking close.
I swear,
to that.
somebody else has that exact beat they did, but at a different tempo.
Right, like that's so fucking.
It's so familiar sounding.
Right, but
it's not bad, man. We love us some
fucking-
Prodigy.
It just bumps like a motherfucker. God, it bumps like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's such a cyberpunky sounding song too.
Yeah,
you just like see like all kinds of
like yeah,
chrome.
I can see like a
That shit-
cyberpunk vampire
Yeah, I mean-
club.
Yeah, it'd be a neon vamp.
Yeah,
He'd have like
yeah.
He'd have RGB like glow on lights and shit. Like colored things and bullshit.
God, that would be rad. Somebody give us a cyberpunk vampires. And maybe that already exists, and I don't know. But yeah, that's a good ass album. I dug it. I dug it a lot.
All right. Well, speaking of Danny Filth, Existence is futile. Great
Man,
Filth.
yes.
And it's been a long time since we had something that sounded like Melior. Not Melior.
Midian.
Midian. I'm sorry, I've already got my zen going on. Yeah, it sounds, get that very ding, 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 that fucking Midian sound I love so much, because that's one of the first albums me and you fucking listened to together. We're like, man, this shit bangs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
God, that was a long time ago. Long time
So
ago.
long time ago.
That was almost 10 years ago for you and I. God, and that Archangel, let me.
Oh yeah, I would go around saying that shit.
And we thought we were so shocking
Like,
and so
yeah,
cool.
we're so cool.
We're
gonna
scaring the neighbors.
we're gonna order pizza and robes and have somebody like we're sacrificing somebody. Yeah,
Oh
we were
my
so
God.
gothy back then.
Oh my God, man! But yeah, dude, that album is awesome, man. And I mean, it's Cradle of Filth shit. To me, it's not very different than anything else I've ever heard them do. And I mean,
Yeah, they either have their orchestral sounding music, like older stuff, Midian, this, and then you have that more. You can tell they went to fucking Roadrunner for a part of the time. It sounded like, because you got the fucking, which I actually do like those albums. I do like Thornography and.
Pornography is like probably my least favorite out of the whole Cradle of Filth.
And I still like that too.
Yeah, and I don't
so,
mind it. Like
yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
cool.
suck, but it's probably the only one that I probably do not go back to. The last time I listened to it was like 5 years ago or so, 4 years ago when I did all those Cradle of Filth reviews. But there's just some interesting what the fuck moments on there. Like I love Night of the Pentagram.
Yeah.
Fucking love that shit. Dirge Inferno, I dig.
The one, god damn it. I can't remember it. I love that. There's one song I really like on there. Because it goes, she's Alice through the looking glass.
Man, yeah, Thornography isn't bad, but I thought when they came back with Godspeed on the Devil's Thunder after that, I thought that was like, boom, motherfucker. That's still like to this day one of my motherfucking favorites.
Nymphetamine. I like Nymphetamine.
Nymphetamine I like a lot,
Especially
man.
if you go out of your way and get the special editions, got both double discs. So
Yeah.
They got their cover of fucking
They're doing the track with King Diamond.
King Diamond, and they're doing their cover of Aleister Crowley.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Crowley.
Yeah, I got the original version and I got the damn deluxe version.
And was it Witchy Woman?
Is it? God, it's been a long time since I fucked with that thing.
I can't remember.
Yeah. Oh, but so back to the new one. The new lady, vocals. Abigail is her name. She's rad as fuck on that album. I mean, she does normal female Cradle of Filth things, spoken word bits, a lot of angelic kind of shit, you know?
A lot of stuff that was missing from some of those middle years that we were talking about.
Which is there. I mean, it's on every Cradle of Filth
It was
album.
never that good in those parts, like during the Thornography time, the females.
Well,
it was good.
It
It was good on fucking Amphetamine because that female Jezebel
well,
mix was amazing.
It's always, man, Jezebel is still fucking like my chick as far as it goes with Cradle of Filth, and Lindsay Schoolcraft was probably the last girl on there that was memorable, at least, because I think it might, after Sarah Jezebel left, I don't think they had a steady female voice in the band. It might have been somebody different between a couple albums before they got Schoolcraft. But Schoolcraft was only on the last two albums, Hammer of the Witches and Cryptoriana. But Abigail is a good fit right now. I want them to have her do more. I mean, she does orchestral keyboard stuff and the female vocals. I'd like them to utilize the female vocals in a different way than the same way they've been doing it for 30 fucking years. And I mean, but I mean, if they don't, I'm cool with that. Cause like Cradle of Filth, to me, they're one of those same shit, different album bands that I'm always cool with. Like, just give me the Cradle sound, and I'm fucking happy. You know, every 2 to 3 years. They come back and say, hey, we're still around, and check this out. And I'm cool with it. I'm down with it.
Okay, next one. 12-Foot Ninja, Vengeance.
Yeah, motherfucker. Dude, that shit was good. God, that motherfucking album is good. Oh, man. What the fuck, man? The songs on that, dude. Let me pull these up. God.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember the songs on there. Because it was very good. I liked it.
And it's a fairly short album. The thing's only 34 minutes, but damn, is there a lot of shit going on in those 34 minutes. And like everything is just so tight, so precise, man. I love their musicianship and the different genres that they mixed with the heavy metal.
Because I think the previous one, they kind of had that new metal-y, kind of like, if you like Korn, you'll like these guys sound.
Yeah, on Outlier.
Which was cool. This one is not like that, but it's not bad either. It's like a mismatch of all kinds of different genres in there.
Yeah, man.
And then when you look at the album cover, the big arcade on the front and the colors, it's got a very 80s vibe, like arcade vibe going to it. I was like, it's really weird. It'd be something like you would hear in a fucking weird-ass 80s arcade if that existed then.
He's one of the few guys in metal music right now that can almost match Mike Patton, and in many ways he does. As far as his vocal range and his vocal style, you can tell, man, that these guys are influenced heavily by Mike Patton projects, and it's like, damn, man. That shit was what made me fall in love with him last year when I first heard him, man. I was like, God damn, this shit is great.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, and the whole album, dude, because you have, man, Start the Fire, Long Way Home, Vigilance, IDK, Shock to the System. And when I saw that, I was like, please let it be a cover of Billy Idol's Shock to the System from Cyberpunk, but it's not. Gone, Culture War, Dead End, man, Over and Out, Entangled. 10 fucking tracks. Barely any of them over 3.5 minutes long, other than the first track.
Yeah.
But damn it, do they cram a lot of stuff in those 3.5 minutes on all these songs?
Oh yeah, there's a lot there to digest from
fucking
songs.
It's an album that
it's not your typical just headbang music. This is just fucking. It's extremely technical.
Yeah.
The way it's all put together.
You can fucking dance. You can goddamn boogie. You can fucking groove. Oh, man. Every moment of that album, there's twists and turns and brick walls, and it's an album that every time you listen to it, There's just all, like you said, there's so much to digest.
Yeah,
you'll
you're like, I didn't hear this before.
Right.
You notice this different, like, hey,
you'll forget some of the stuff.
it's got
and
that
then-
lounge sound to it.
Yeah, God, Jesus, yeah. Fuck, man. Oh, man, it's so good. So fucking good. Such a great album.
Oh yeah. And let's see, what else came out? Let's see. So I'm working up for the ones that are I kind of listen to and like them. They're good. John 5, Sinner.
Dude, that's so good,
That
man.
actually is extremely good. Oh,
Man.
it's just because it's just an acoustic album, but
But
damn,
it's
is
not
it?
acoustic. Maybe you meant to say an instrumental.
Well, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
acoustical. It's instrumental.
Oh my
But-
God, is that phenomenal?
What's the second song in there? That shit fucking.
Oh yeah, I got that
rips.
bitch up here.
But yeah, he's got it is a fucking shredding album.
Oh, dude, isn't
This
it?
is like, okay, you like Buckethead? Now let's hear John 5 do the same thing. It's a shredding album. And he
Oh yeah,
shreds.
For I Have Sinned, the second track. I dig the first track though. Welcome to
yeah.
the Island with the we're all misfits here. We're all misfits here. We're all misfits here. Like I love all the like hell, a track called Land of Misfit Toys. But man, how about that cover of Crazy Little Thing Called Love?
Dude, that was so fucking awesome.
Wow.
That's like how could, what song you would not even picture Crazy Little Thing called Love.
And it's
metal.
like, oh, I mean, the song's already rockabilly-ish and country-ish already, but man, I don't know, the
You
way...
metaled it up, but the thing is, they still kind of kept it a slow tempo. Too.
Yeah, and then...
That was awesome.
Man, no vocals on there, and it's...
But you still, as soon as I heard, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like,
They're using the lead guitar for the vocal bits, and I've heard millions of people do this stuff before, but man, just hearing it in this song, I thought was really fucking great. And isn't there another cover on here?
I think the last Georgia on My Mind.
Yes, yeah, Georgia on My Mind. And that's really fucking good,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, because that's a Georgia. It's always on my mind. It's a country fucking song, and he fucking made it into a shredding metal
And,
song.
like, I had read an interview that John 5 did about this album, and he talks about, you know, getting it ready and stuff, and apparently I might be wrong, but he wanted a sample of James Brown for Que Pasa, and I guess they couldn't get the sample cleared, so he called up, or he hooked up with Dave Mustaine, that good old
Smell.
booklet smell, but he hooked up with Dave Mustaine, and he was like, you know what, man, I'm going to get Dave Mustaine to do this, and basically he's just doing a sample thing, which, yeah, like, if you look at it, when you listen to the song, you're like, what is Dave Mustaine really even doing here? All he's doing is, Que Pasa people, Que Pasa, Que Pasa people, Que Pasa, and it's like, it kind of feels a little repetitive when it gets to the Dave Mustaine bits, but, I mean, man, it's such a cool song. I love John 5's playing style, and...
That's just weird. It would just be such good metal if you actually had lyrics to go with it. I can just imagine how good it could be.
Right, and I'm fine. I'm cool with the Shred album, man. I'm cool because
Such talent that he was kind of wasted in Marilyn Manson.
damn sure was like
There is nothing technical about Manson's music. Trust me, I know because I was in a Manson cover band for many years, and me and Nick could play the shit out of everything.
yeah. I learned like every song on like his first
And
4 fucking albums.
Every
on
guitarist
guitar.
their age. What's the first song you learn? Sweet Dreams.
Yeah, Sweet Dreams, and that was the when man I was like 13, and that's when I really first started getting serious about playing guitar. And I remember when I first learned how to play that riff, I remember thinking that was the coolest shit. I was like, yeah, man, I know how to play this. It's such a hard thing to do. And like when I look back at it, it's silly because it is not hard. But as a beginner,
No, for a beginner it would be.
yeah, as a
That's-
beginner, I was like, man, that shit was hard to fucking learn.
Until you learn it's just actually keep your fingers in the same damn chord and just go like this the whole damn time.
Man, but fuck.
Props to those who can actually play the solo though. You know, it's either solo.
I know most of the solo. I think I can go about that far.
I can't remember. I think it's really just a rock scale.
Most solos
It's,
are.
it's you know, I mean, usually that's what it is, a scale you play on.
Scale.
But yeah, no, man, it's just that's
But damn.
really good. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's like
what else?
he's like the Buckethead of shredding with metal.
And
Although Buckethead does do good metal too.
how
He can
high
shred.
the moon creep show? Damn it, dude, it's so good.
There should be they need a Buckethead and him need to do music together.
Yeah, see, and that would just be hard to do
I know.
because like they're both like I would like instead of like an album, like maybe a song together, like a dueling guitar
That's what I'm saying.
song.
That's
That
what
would be
would be
rad.
awesome. Like instead of dueling banjos, like dual, or hell, they should play on banjos, like dueling
Right,
banjos.
and that
by
would be
Buckethead
fucking. Because
and
look
John
though,
Five.
John Five is a hardcore grass motherfucking player too, man. So he could probably shred like a motherfucker on a banjo, dude. Because when you hear him, like, dude, there was a video I saw about a year or two ago. It was like professional musicians play toy instruments, and John Five was on there playing some little Hello Kitty guitar or something, and was just shredding on the bluegrass shit on this toy ass guitar. Like, god damn, dude, that shit is fucking cool. But yeah, I've forgotten to mention that Peter Criss of Goddamn Kiss plays drums on Georgia on My Mind on here, which is interesting.
It's interesting, but at the same time, you're like, but an album with no singing or anything, the only thing that really stands out is the fucking guitar.
Yeah, like and it's supposed to definitely.
Oh, yeah,
it's supposed
it's
to
about
just be a
him.
rocking ass out. It's a driving
That's why I call
album
it-
all the way.
I mean, you don't even see the other people on anywhere, so unless you look in the book.
Yeah, because John Five
The
is the Creatures, but I mean,
The creatures, they're like the
who are
faceless
the Creatures?
ghouls.
I mean, yeah, this
It's like
is
ghost ghouls.
This is just John Five diddling.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Eve 6, Grim Value.
Eve 6
They
dropped
came
an
out-
album.
They dropped an album. I don't, not like the greatest fucking album. I mean, because I still think
I still love the first one. I like Horoscope. a lot, too.
Horoscope. I love Horoscope. Although I do like a
But
couple
I haven't
songs
heard
off
any
the.
after that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's pretty. I think we kind of that was like one of those guilty pleasures we all had back then because it wasn't really fucking in our wheelhouse of music.
Well, I haven't heard any albums after
No, I
the
mean,
first one. In
They actually, I
Horoscope.
think there's a couple. There's quite a few.
I think there are.
But of course, the second one right after the fucking Horoscope is the one that's got put my heart in a blender one.
No, that's on the first one.
Oh yeah, the first
With
one.
the fly
No.
or whatever. Is
Yeah,
there a fly
yeah.
on there?
No, it's a fly on the edge with
God,
the
I love
six,
that
this white
song,
logo.
man. God, I love that song. That's
That,
one of my
that was
motherfucking.
an emo music before, but it's in the same category of Papa Roach. So that's why that's that self-hating kind of new metal before the pre-emo
I don't
music.
know, man. I think it's closer. I don't think there's any new metal or emo.
Oh, it's definitely
there
emo. You
as
can hear it.
far
I
as-
love it. No, this one is good, man.
As far
It's
as
very
musical style, though, I wouldn't call it that. Because to me, it's closer to just alt rock, man. 90s alt rock, dude.
yeah, but that's, I mean, it was the precursor to some of that emo music. It really is. Because you can hear some of the influence later in bands. But no, this one it's kind of reminiscent of it's kind of like when Bush came out with their new album. It just sounded like
I still
90s,
gotta
early
hear
2000
it.
Bush. Kingdom. That's a great album.
I still.
The more you listen to it, the more you really fucking like it.
Damn,
Yeah.
I didn't know Eve 6 was dropping something. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't nothing spectacular. I mean, it's just like any of those other bands we just listen to. It's like they're still making things. You're just like, wow, I didn't know they were still fucking making music. I mean, I gave a couple listens. Not bad. I mean, it's nowhere on the level, or maybe it is, and it's just, we've now grown out. Our tastes have expanded so much where Horoscope would be, now today, be like, that's interesting, but eh. But I love Horoscope, so that's one of the reasons why it's on par-ish, somewhere in between.
True.
But not bad. Nowhere near bad. You gotta give it a listen. Okay, now one that is really good that came out, and I know you would love it. You need to listen to it. That Handsome Devil came out with a new
I still
one.
gotta hear that shit because
Your
I've heard
parents
about
are
them dudes
sellouts.
for a while.
Dude, yeah, it's so fucking... As far as the
I
titles
love
of the
that.
songs
I call it
go,
Halloween music. You know,
it is. It sounds
It's
like
perfect Halloween party music,
It's
man.
if you make you mix surfer with lounge with that fucking of
They're,
course that
they're
Halloween
up there
music.
with Cabaret, or not Cabaret, Voltaire, goddammit, I'm sorry, y'all. Voltaire, and I can never pronounce his last name, but we always called him Voltaire before he started using his last name. in
Oh
his
yeah,
name.
Voltaire Arioli.
That's what it is?
Arolia or some
I
bullshit.
cannot pronounce
She's always
that
called him
shit.
Voltaire.
Yeah, I mean shit, but yeah, it's up there with that. Like to me, perfect Halloween music.
It is. It's really fucking good. But it has that really good, that good surfer sound, and the best way I can say is like it's very gloomy sounding the whole way through. It sounds good. And I like Date Rape. There's a little it's like it's crazy. I was like, I got pulled out of yet. It's weird. I'm like, what the hell? And I was hoping they'd do a whole song, but it's just like one of those in between things. I'm like, God damn.
Speaking of Date Rape, I was at work.
Wow, what a
this
trend!
morning.
Speaking of rape,
I was at work this morning, right? And me and my buddy Chris were just chilling, and we heard a whistle, like somebody just blowing a whistle. It sounded like someone was blowing a whistle. And I was like, man, do you hear that? Who the fuck's whistling over there? He's like, oh no, they ain't whistling really very good. And I was like, no, it don't sound like mouth whistling. I'm like, it sounds like, one of those whistles, like a rape whistle. And he goes, God damn, that's the first whistle you go to?
God damn it.
He said, not like, a coach whistle or a police whistle. No, you go straight to rape whistle.
There's somebody getting raped out there.
Oh,
there you go.
Welcome to Date Rape You, a time-honored institution publicly funded by tuition and contributions from you, the listener.
Wow.
Whether willing or unwilling, we are all participants, some ambitious and some more ambiguous.
Wow.
I know, as soon as I heard this, God, I wish I remembered to tell you to look it up.
What would happen if I punched you in the face?
Yeah.
That's that old school sound right there.
Of your jaw undone.
It's so dark, but then it sounds so bright.
Once you're down,
That's great.
Dude, yeah, you just, oh man.
I gotta jump on their shit. Like I said, I've known them for years. But
oh yeah,
haven't,
I mean, they were I love like Viva Discordia. It's just such a gothy sounding song. Because I started listening to them back because I started getting into Voltaire and that's all kind of music. It all kind of plays in themselves that kind of music. So good. And I was like, wow, they got a new album out. Now, of course, they've probably had more albums for a while.
yeah, there's been a handful of albums.
That's the first time I heard one where it's like, if you took like the 1920s big swing, I don't know how you what style you'd call that. It's like, it's almost like malt shop music, but so slow.
So if you like these dudes, man, definitely check out Diablo Swing Orchestra, man.
Yeah, I know. I got them.
Yeah, I fucking love them bitches. Love them motherfuckers. They dropped an album last year that's pretty fucking good.
Oh, let's see. Ooh, what else came out last year? Rob Zombie, The Lunar Injection, Kool-Aid Eclipse, The Conspiracy. Fucking, dude, that's such a cool album.
Yeah. That's a great way to. It is just.
It's cool, man. It's just one of those like when you fucking first hear Hellbilly Deluxe, you're like, man, that's fucking cool. You just picture the counterculture style in there, and this one it's the exact same thing, and it's fucking awesome, dude. It's so counterculture.
Oh man, I'm a Rob Zombie fan until the day I die.
This is one of the best ones he's made in quite a few years. I mean,
Yeah,
they've all been good since lately, but this is the one that really harkens back to Hellbilly Deluxe days. The post-White Zombie, right when you start getting to that really fucking serial killer sounding fucking backwoods House of a Thousand Corpses music. That's what this sounds like. But with the sci-fi twist sound. That's the way I always think it's like the sci-fi twist, like one of those cheesy sci-fi horror flicks based in the
old
West.
Monster movies. Fucking, oh man, it's just so good, dude. All the way through, it's entertaining. There's a lot of different stuff going on. A lot of normal zombie stuff
Rob
going
Zombie
on.
shit going on that thing.
John 5 really gets to shine, and I think John 5 going into Rob Zombie really helped him out.
He really got to
helped Rob
showcase
Zombie
his skill.
out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I mean, hell, Zombie got most of the fucking Marilyn Manson's band.
Yeah, you got Ginger Fish in there now.
Yeah, I mean some of the best members, and they really shine with Rob Zombie. And this is one of those albums that really showcase it very well.
Yeah, and man, this one's
John does have a good Southern sound, so he can play
Yeah.
folk, that folksy bluesy sound, and he does a damn good job with Zombie because that's what it's got behind the background of it.
Yeah, man,
So good.
Yeah, I mean, you get some crunchy shit on there. So yeah, dude, just all
The
the way
vocals are
through.
crunchy. Sounds like it's being played through a two-man.
And I like it when Zombie uses his redneck voice when he sings,
Oh, yeah.
man. God damn, dude.
And that's a true. We all know that's his acting voice, because his real voice, like when they did that interview at his house, he's like the most coolest, laid back, like
Yeah,
Southern
he's just, like,
California
the most
kind of sound
chill ass
person.
dude.
He's got like a surfer dude voice, but when he does this serial killer backwoods voice, it's fucking. It's good. Like, you want to get fucked up, do some fucked up shit.
Yeah. Man, it's so good. God, that album is great. And what a great. So I was hyped for that thing, man, because I had pre-ordered that bitch the moment he announced. That was October of 2020, man.
Mhm.
I waited a minute for that shit to come in, and it did not fucking disappoint.
No, and except we only got what two teaser songs. We got King.
Yeah, there was like two that I know of.
It was
there
King,
was King Nothing
King-
and
no,
the
yeah.
Wolf, something Wolf.
Yeah, that was like the two we got that he released.
Is it listed on the back here? The Howling Man.
The Howling Man, yeah.
And I had listened to. I normally only listen to one song, you know, when they release. But I listened to the Howling Man after King Nothing just
I mean,
to check
look
it
at
out.
that. I mean, literally, you got more zombie shit up here than anything.
Yeah. Cradle of Filth finally joined. I got a little bit of Poppy. Ghost.
God, this is such a good poppy.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Fucking love that one, man. I like it more than that one. I mean,
I absolutely do too. That's fucking.
yeah. I mean, that's a decent Christmas album. I listened to it once.
I was hoping when her new album came out, it was gonna be more like this one, but it was, and that's more in between. Although it was still very, very good, but I still prefer to eat.
I'm glad. The way I look at it, I'm glad we got an extended version of I Disagree and then Eat.
Yeah.
To kind of hold to fill that heavy void. And I'm glad, and I love the fact that Flux is so different.
It was. It's not that.
It feels a different.
It felt
void.
very Jack Off Jill like.
Very
like,
Jack
listen,
Off
like,
Jill.
Like early night, like this. It's just the way it sounded was so good. But Flux is such a great song.
I get Jack Off Jill. I get Veruca Salt from that album. I get. I even get like on that one track the shoegaze vibe. I get that. I get some My Bloody Valentine bits in there. Like, it's such a good fucking album, man, all the way through.
Oh yeah, I mean it's. I said. That's Robert Corman like he's going.
The chair fart.
Yeah, the cheer farts. Yeah, no, that poppy's really fucking good. Ooh. Yeah. I was like, man. But yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good as. I mean, I won't say it wasn't good because it was very good. Just it wasn't metally like I liked. But
Yeah.
I mean, of course, wasn't we're talking about. Of course, Flux is on there too.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, because it was poppy. Ever since you got me onto it, especially when you're like, hey, here's this, when Concrete, I was like, okay, I can listen to this. And that fucking album fucking bangs. And
Yeah, dude.
Beat, I was like, yes, more
I
of
didn't
this.
know. I
more
did
of
not
this.
know how you would feel, man. Because when I told you guys, because you guys knew about Poppy, because I would show y'all the
That
weird videos, man.
and then when the music she did come out really was like, wow, this is just like
Yeah.
Britney Spears, Britpop kind of
Man,
bullshit.
Some
I'm
of
like,
that, like,
okay.
the shit on Poppy.computer
But
is like,
it-
whoa.
Yeah, it
Poppy.
didn't freak me out because
Real Poppy.
you also were you're a big Spice Girls fan anyway.
Yeah,
so I mean,
yeah.
So I'm like, well, that's definitely Travis Wellhouse. But when you fucking played Concrete, you're like, oh my god, this chick does fucking metal.
I didn't know how either of y'all would feel, man. 'Cause I was like, look, y'all listen to this fucking album. We're reviewing it this weekend, and man, I did not know what y'all were gonna.
It should have
be
been easy since we liked fucking baby metal.
Oh yeah.
So you got that metal and then you got that bright, happy, poppy sound. This one actually just had a chick who's English who's understand what the hell they're saying.
Chewy, yummy. That shit is so good, man. I'm a Poppy fan all the goddamn
And on
way.
Flux, like you said, man, I really love the fucking very Jack Off Jill vibes. You get that. It's just that. It's. I don't know. It's not like I said. It wasn't the very. It's not metally at all. There's nothing you even would even consider metal. It
Well,
really
there's
was.
metal on there. I mean, but not
That-
like
no,
the
not
metal
like-
from the previous.
No, that's what I'm saying. That was metal. This is hard rock. But it was, like I said, it was like it had that Jack Off Jill kind of kitty kind of feel, just a female rocker vibe. and I loved the, just the kind of underlying, the way it dragged out the underlying, just, there was like pain. Because I guess it was one of those things where she was trying to change up her style from the way she was like, you said like with Concrete, she was because what was that guy?
Titanic Sinclair.
Yeah.
What a bastard.
Fucking abusing and all that shit.
Yeah.
She finally was able. Yeah, this. But yeah, Flux is just a really good song. The video for it, fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, that's such a cool fucking video.
Very awesome.
Fucking weird and trippy. Goddamn, the video for Her is really cool. Man, Her is so good.
Oh,
too.
Her is very fucking good.
Yeah. That album was great. I thought the album matched expectations because like I said, I figure Eat was like
Kind of one off.
to hold off the metal crew. Like I'm gonna give you guys this because you might be on the fence about what I'm about to drop.
Oh yeah, because like with Concrete, it was sort of it had a little bit of both. It was metal, then the bright poppiness, and that kind of pop
Hip
music.
hoppy kind of shit.
Hip-hop.
and-
Oh yeah, the one song that was very hip hoppy because sounds good in my truck. But this one was like fucking just Eat was hard, really
Yeah, Eat
metal.
was, man, Eat's
It
so
was
heavy.
so metal. And then Flux came out, and this, like I said, this is that like I said, Her. That sounds like Jack Off Jill would have done that. It sounds like a Jack Off Jill song, like straight up. But Flux is more of that fucking what was that other fucking female rocker back from about the early '90s and whatnot? They're in the same par with Jack Off Jill. Can't fucking remember. Been so long since I even listened to them. Well, whatever. Either way.
Oh.
No.
Uh,
Although Celebrity Skin, it's fucking awesome song.
I love Hole, man.
It is. Yeah,
Hole, man.
she only probably really rode on fucking Kurt Cobain's coattails to get where she is, because literally it was just a female version of
I can see
Nirvana.
myself shooting heroin with Courtney Love.
Oh, God, you'd be like, yes, this has probably been in Kurt
Let me
Cobain's
see your
song.
track marks.
It's like, ooh, which one did Kurt have share the needle with you on that one? You know he fucking did heroin. That man had to have done it.
I think all of them did it. Most of them did it in the grunge scene, man.
Yeah, I still think that bitch killed him, or had something to do with his death.
Very well could have. We'll never know.
I mean, he did go out with a bang. Hey,
Oh, this man.
I honestly though, I can imagine though if he actually never died, it probably wouldn't have the same effect. Because
They had probably just done one more album as
well, you
Nirvana
remember
and
you
then
heard
broke up.
You heard the fucking shit that people released where he had his
That last song was great.
His experimental
you
stuff?
Know you're right.
no,
you're talking about the weird
experimental
home
music he was talking.
recordings and shit.
Where he was talking about this is where he wanted to take Nirvana. I mean, it could have been the rest of the band, but oh hell no, we ain't sound like this shit.
Beans. Jesse wants some beans.
Yeah, he had some, that shit was weird, and who knows? Maybe it was fucking the rest of the fucking band was like, you know what, this guy's got to go. He's about to ruin our fucking name. They Tupac'd his ass, but I guess technically he died before Tupac.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, technically Tupac got Kurt Cobain.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no. Of course, Poppy. All right, so moving on, we got. Okay, The Offspring, Let the Bad Times Roll.
Wow, I did not expect that. To be
Okay,
on there.
well, like I said, it's not horrible. It's shitty what they did to, what's his name, the drummer. That was bullshit. I do not agree.
Greg K.
You mean, that guy's been
Oh yeah.
he's the drummer, but
No.
still, what they,
I'm thinking of the bassist.
no,
Because they fucked him over too.
yeah, well, they really fucked the drummer, because you can't go on tour. They're like, oh, it was mutual. No, it wasn't. They pushed that guy out. They fucking more or less said, you're fired, just accept it, and let's go our ways. And that's what they fucking did to his ass. That was so fucking shitty.
What they Spin Doctors fired their bassist of 30-something years for not getting the vaccine either.
Well, technically, they are that liberal college rock band from the fucking 90s, so yeah, it probably makes sense. But It just seems so weird that the band that's supposed to be punk and against authority wants to fucking get in line with authority.
But then you gotta look at it this way too. They're still gonna make money, and
The drummer's way in the back, man. That man wouldn't have fucking been.
yeah, he's social distancing like a motherfucker.
I mean, he's way
on stage,
back
ain't
over
he?
there. I mean, and then they go to places and they expect, oh, you got like what 10,000 fucking fans, and what are the odds they're fucking bullshit lying? They're like, oh, Vix, no, they're not.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, the guy was. You could have fucking put a goddamn fucking spit guard around the guy. You could have Tommy Lee'd his ass up, man, back there. That was wrong what they did to the poor guy. I mean, I don't give a fuck what anybody's preference is. I got vaccinated, but that was for a gift card.
He got vaccinated and I caught the shit.
Hey, I'm like that fucking meme. You know, like the last of your friends fighting off the fucking COVID, and you're like the fucking scene from fucking Walking Dead. Like, oh, there's zombies around us. Like, fuck no, get off me. No, I think me and Zach are like, nope, nope. Still, my wife got it. I didn't get it.
Damn, but man, I don't know. Talk about the album.
Okay, so
Got the beer.
like I said, Let the Bad Times Roll. The song itself, the title track, I'm so on that one. It's not bad, but it's not that great. It's kind of like on the level of Original Jokester. Not a bad song, but it's like, man, it's just a cheap.
Original prankster.
Yeah, it's just kind of like, it's kind of cheesy, but I mean, I like the style with it. I mean, I love the artwork. Well, I wish that they did the artist, the original style with the hand-drawn art. I think that would have been really cool with the chick and the fucking thing, because it kind of would have reminded you of Americana with the fucking the Hindu
Yeah,
elephant. That would have been cool.
That one picture was very similar to.
And it was, because she had all the hands with like different gun,
different
drugs,
things
and shit.
just like going on.
They could have done that with art, where like the cool fucking cartoon style. I think it would have been better, but it did have that kind of. Just, I don't know. That song was just not that. I didn't like it that much. I'm not saying like this like album's like fucking amazing. I don't like it that great. I mean, it's not bad for what Offspring has done for a while now, because you know they've had some pretty bad turds
They've had some,
lately. I mean,
and that's one of them for me, man.
yeah, I mean, because it's the closest we've gotten back to getting close to Conspiracy One and Americana. Because they went back, they went back to that formula, that same style where they play that music. It's not as good as fucking Americana. That Americana, Smash. Because I got lists. Me and Zach, we were all supposed to do that fucking thing.
We're still.
I still on the
doing it.
side of my fridge. I got the breakdown, and I got my number one.
Now we got to add that one too. 'Cause we're still talking about doing the Rank the Offspring album.
Yeah.
We gotta get to it.
And it wasn't. And you know what's funny? It wasn't the fucking virus. Because we were like, fuck that. We're still hanging out. It was Travis working every fucking day of the week. That's what fucking put us.
That's what fucked a lot of videos up last year, man.
And then I started, and then halfway through the year, I'm like, oh great, now I gotta do the same shit. Luckily for me, that's finally over. Yeah, it's like I said, if I had to be like, top 10, no, this album wouldn't be in the top 10 of what I liked last year. It's in the list of things that I listened to last year. That's, I mean, there's a ton of shit coming out, and I listened to it a couple times because it came out, because me and Zach were both very hopeful for it. I don't know how he felt about it, but give or take, I could take it or leave it. It's not like I'm like, man, I'm not jonesing to listen to Let the Bad Times Roll. And then after the stunt they pulled with one of their own one of their oldest members. Ish, can't remember. I think they've gone through a couple drummers.
Yeah, well,
He's been around for a while.
Yeah, they've gone through, because the original drummer left. What was it, before Splinter?
Yeah.
And
So he's not like, but I mean, still, that's kind of shitty
shit
what they
with
did.
the bassist is like, damn.
Oh yeah, that was,
like, that dude's been there since the beginning.
yeah, you
Like, really?
it's like when it's like losing original members of Blink-182 or Slipknot. Once they're gone, it ain't the same. You just,
I don't know. Blink-182 was kind of shitty with the original guys.
Wow.
Toward the end.
really for me, the only albums I really loved from them was fucking Dude Ranch and fucking Enema of the State.
Take Off Your Pants and Jacket's like the last Blink I really dig.
Yeah, it's just, man, sometimes you go like, take a leave it. I don't know.
I did. I remember when we reviewed that Offspring album last year, and I was like, you know what, you guys, I'll do the car test. I'll see how this album is when I'm driving. And I tried. Man, did I try. And I was like, this album does nothing for me.
You know, that's why fucking Bad Habit is one of those songs you should never listen to while driving your car.
Yeah.
That song is like, yeah, Florida Metal, fuck you, out of my way. Oh yeah. Okay, so moving on. Let's see what else we got on this list. Ooh, so we're almost done. Limp Bizkit still sucks.
Man, I still gotta listen to
This
the
is pretty much
rest
the
of
top
that.
ones, yeah. So, dude, so awesome. The first half of the album's fucking Limp Bizkit bang, just the old school Limp Bizkit, really good shit. Then it kind of turns more into that his soft country rock, that soft music he started doing like about time after. I guess. Well, anything after fucking chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water turned into stuff I never listened to, but
Yeah, I know that.
It's
that results may vary.
results may
dog shit.
yeah, it kind of got that soft realm, except for a couple things. But my favorite one was a skit where it was just an interview where somebody was interviewing fucking Wes Borland, and the whole time they're like, interviewer asked the question, watch like, yes. Yes, it's just fucking amazing. And then, you know, one of the favorite moments is like when we were watching Lollapalooza. I was watching it at Zach's house, and the fucking you're playing. It was Limp Bizkit doing it, and the doing dad vibes, and the fucking he gets over there on this fucking side stage where there's the interpreter doing the fucking hand sign. And that shit was amazing. I'm like, dude, this is so great. And just the way he dresses for Lollapalooza for his new album. He's got this old dad look. He got the fucking.
He looks so weird with hair.
I thought, is that a wig or is that his actual hair? It's gotta be a wig because I don't think he's turned completely white yet. But I mean, he could be. He's kind of up there in
He
age.
just looks weird with hair, man.
And Wes Borland, always when I picture Wes Borland back in the day, he kind of reminded me like John Five and Wes Borland kind of had that tall, skinny face makeup thing. Wes Borland got chunky.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's kind of filled out there. I mean, he's old guy. He's grown. You know, he's an older man now, but he was wearing whatever the fuck he was wearing. I'm like, don't look kind of right on a guy who's kind of got that dad body. You don't wear a leather corset.
Woo.
Looking thing. So, but it was, yeah. I love it. Dad vibes, just a fucking banging song. It's on the level of like fucking like.
I dug it when I first heard it. I was like, all right,
Yeah,
I'm cool with this.
It's a good album. It's like, yeah, I could dig this. I wish there was more of that fucking really cool old school Limp Bizkit music through the whole album, but it wasn't bad. Like I said, that's what the fast forward button is. You can skip to
I was
the next
listening
little
to
bit.
the Soulfly album a couple days ago.
Soulfly,
man.
god damn it, I love
And
Soulfly.
it got to the one where Fred Durst features on there. I was like, damn, this is cool.
Yeah, like I said, I started listening to all those Limp Bizkit albums. I started forgetting about like, oh yeah, All the Family was a response to the song that Limp Bizkit did with Korn on it, because Jonathan Davis did a song with them on fucking back in the day.
Yeah, what was it on? That was on $3 bill.
$3 bill, y'all. Yep.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
love
remember the-
Family, man.
Yeah.
What you thinking, little Raggedy Man, doing all you can,
A
little
diss.
Raggedy Man?
I love those diss albums.
That's a cool little diss song, man. And I'll fuck you.
And I'll suck you.
And I'll butt fuck you. And I'll lick your little dick, my friend.
What? Say what? Say what? Say what?
That shit gets out there, man.
Dude, yeah, that shit right there was out there. Alright, let's see, okay. Okay, yeah, so also came out last year was Oh the Horror Meets Blaze.
No, I do like some
It's-
of the old horror that I've heard.
Okay, so I heard this album, and I'm like, cool, and I checked out the rest of Oh the Horror, and it's weird. They'll do their songs that kind of like fucking your ICP style, twisted kind of music. And then over here will be music that sounds like fucking Good Charlotte or one of these emo bands did it. I'm like, wow, they switched from horrorcore rappers to fucking emo screamo band. I'm like, that is weird. So it's, and even on one album it bounces between. I'm like, okay, I like this. Not quite sure I like this at all. But yeah, when they do Meet the Blaze, you know, because the Blaze is, you know, it's cool. He's like one of those old school rappers. Always hung out with, you know, you do with
Yeah.
you know, the Juggalos, but you know.
Blaze is one of the old ICP guys.
Old IDCP rappers, when they're like, "Hey, cool, we're white guys. See, we're cool. We rap for the black guy. Here's our black guy, Blaze."
He damn. Is Blaze a white dude or a black dude?
Big black guy, I thought.
I thought he was a white guy.
Oh, who am I fucking thinking of, Josh?
I'm thinking Blaze your dead homie.
Yeah,
right?
Blaze. Oh yeah, Blaze your dead homie. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, but no.
Because that's why I was listening to his first album. I was like, ooh, this guy sure does say the N word a lot for a white dude.
Yeah, no, it's fucking good. I mean, it's a really short album. It's kind of like, because, you know, I got the axe and everything, and it's, you know, just like a bunch of guys, like almost Scooby-Doo-esque. Their car breaks down next to a graveyard, and fucking Blaze is like the keeper of the fucking graveyard. He's been there for like 500 years and shit.
Rad.
And zombies are coming out of the grave, and fucking they gotta fight the shit off. And
That is fun.
it's just it's like a Scooby-Doo if it's Scooby-Doo with
Horrorcore
horrorcore rappers.
is fun, man.
It is.
Horrorcore can get really fucking fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's definitely worth a check out. I mean, it's, if you like emo, fucking good Charlotte kind of fucking My Chemical Romance, emo music, style music, and you like horrorcore rap, oh, the horror works.
Damn.
Alright, let's see. We did okay, so my second favorite album that came out last year, Tetrarch, Unstable.
That album kicked ass.
Dude, that was 100%. That could have came out in late 90s, early 2000s, and it would have fit in perfectly. You would not have noticed the difference.
Yeah.
You know, had a black chick as a backup singer and guitarist, or she plays bass or something, a white guy, and they're all angsty about being teens, and it's like, wow, so 90s fucking new metal.
Yeah, that, man, I turned that album on, dude. I was like, wow. And then this shit is 2001, man. The album.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Shit. That's what 2001, 2002 sounded like to me.
It's like, you know, these kids grew up listening to bands like fucking Korn, Limp Bizkit, Flaw, all those
like,
fucking new metal bands.
This album sounds like high school. Fucking A, dude.
Like, I'm an angsty teen, nobody gets me.
I was like, wow, and I dug it, man. Like, what's so crazy, man, is like, I've always dug some new metal. I was, you know, and I always dug a little bit of the pop punk. It's weird that, like, right now, I am weirdly nostalgic for both.
Because we're getting older.
Yeah, dude.
And now, the sad part is, we look back, like, how long ago was that? I was like, oh my god, it was like
20-something years.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ. And it's so cool still seeing that it's still alive.
It's cool that new metal is getting a resurgence now, man, and that people are
And it's
allowing
not even
it.
And it's not even a bad resurgence, because like I said,
Yeah.
Tetrarch is proof that it's fucking good.
The genre, for me, what the worst thing about the genre was that it got oversaturated, and then the annoying, toxic ass
Jesus.
fucking bro people kind of took it over, like the fan on the fan
It
spectrum.
was also not just that; it was just how fast it took over.
Oh yeah.
As it burned out
quick, and
like
it burned out.
98 through 2000, you get 2001, you had your best one when you got that fucking System of Down, Korn, Limp Bizkit,
I think around
Slipknot, all those
2002,
bands.
you were starting to feel the fucking fatigue, and by the
About
end
time
of
your
2003,
Good Charlotte started coming out. and
yeah,
all this-
once they started to, once like the
Quick.
pop punk bands started to shift toward the emo bands.
yeah, that's when it was dead. It was,
Yeah, and
emo killed fucking new metal.
emo killed the new metal star.
Yeah, that's the weird part about it. It's just like, because I remember like your little story, you're looking at music and FYI, and you're looking at, I'm just looking at the names. And you saw was it My Bloody Valentine, or was it Bullet for My Valentine? And you said, like, man, that sounds like so good, and then you like listen to it, you're like, oh, what the hell?
Oh
is
yeah,
this?
you're talking about what the hell was that? A Static Lullaby.
Yeah, you're like, dude, these bands have fucking amazing fucking names.
Yeah, I was like, dude, man, I got it off of that BMG Club.
Yeah.
Because I was like, man, this sounds great, dude. A sip of wine chased with cyanide, and wow, that sounds so cool, man. I was like,
Then when you listen to it, you're like, what?
this sucks.
It's like you took the part, because there's some whininess to the music in new metal, but you got some good metal and shit behind it. And that's the
It's some
works.
groovy shit.
It's some groovy shit.
man.
This just kept the whininess and fucking made it poppy.
And like what I've been saying for ages, man, new metal was a playground where, like, sometimes it was a little more on the industrial side, sometimes it was a little more on the groove metal side, sometimes
On
it
the
was a
hip-hop.
little more on the hip hop side.
Yeah.
Like
Limp
Bizkit. There were so many different versions of new metal.
Because Slipknot kind of fell into that more on the really just more metal side, but it still technically fell into the category, at least in the beginning. Me and my friends would still consider it part of the new metal scene because you came out with their
At least that early
self-entitled.
stuff, yeah.
Huh?
At least the earlier Slipknot.
Oh yeah, like the self-entitled in Iowa. Iowa's one of my favorite fucking ones.
And damn, fuck, because like Orgy gets lumped into new metal, and to me they were fairly industrial.
Yeah, Orgy's
synthwave,
always been synthwave.
Same thing with Static X. To me, they're an industrial band, but it's the sound is definitely rooted in new metal. Like those riffs.
Well, hell, or new metal's really just more. It's
just an umbrella term for me.
Yeah, it was to me. New metal was always just
to really just describe that new sound
new
of
metal
metal that was coming.
Because you had the industrial metal. Because to me, I think industrial metal's been around before new metal. So new metal was like, hey, let's take this kind of
we'll take some of
this.
that.
Ooh, let's get some of this
this.
hip hop rap, and so the lyrics are more rappy. That's why.
Because like when Korn first dropped, man, there was nothing on in the planet that sounded like that. When
hell, even through most of the fucking late '90s into the early 2000s, Korn was still a unique
they were like
sound.
the first. Yeah, they were like the first one. I mean, you had a little bit of rap,
First
and some
mainstream.
metal.
There might have been some good underground we don't know about.
Yeah. And then, but like Korn to be the first ones to really break out in there, when that first album dropped, nothing sounded like that at all.
No, that
And-
paint. It's got that fucking that really kind of weird sounding industrial metal sound. That's just more of a digital industrial sound with that kind of teen angst that Jonathan Davis brought into the lyrics wise and his.
I couldn't call any of that industrial though.
No, a digital style, because it's. Because like the bass slaps and everything.
To me, it's
more
like-
twanginess, but you make it a digital sound.
Like the drums are like definitely rooted in hip hop, man.
Oh yeah, the drums
That
are definitely.
first album, and the bass is like, oh god, that bass.
The
Is so good.
slap, it's his. It's
His
that
slapping
that
style
the
is
slap,
so
and you
cool.
can
I
when you
love
can
the
hear the
sound.
That's what I'm
of
saying. It has an
yeah.
industrial sound to that bass, but more of a digital version. Like if you digitize an industrial bass sound, shit sounds so good. But he brought that teen angst sound with his unique. His voice is very unique too. That's one thing gave into it. And they had like when you listen to music, it's just like everything's black. It's like dark.
Yeah.
Like I fucking hate everyone around me. This was because emos hated themselves. Korn is more like we hate the fucking world and we hate our parents. We don't hate ourselves. We just don't kill ourselves. Daddy touched me in the wrong spot. Freddie got fingered.
Damn. But yeah, man. But like, there's a lot of new metal I like, but I'm not a fan of like some of the garbage bands that
There's a lot of that's.
There's a whole lot of.
I'd almost imagine.
But I'm glad it's getting a resurgence, man. Even down to where like Korn are cool being called new metal. Like they hated it back then, but like now they're like.
Well, yeah,
oh,
most
that's
of those
what you
bands
want,
didn't
man.
want to be called new metal.
Yeah, like but it's cool that we're at a point now where like people are nostalgic for that sound. New younger people are coming out doing stuff with that sound.
I just want some more. Either I want some new Coal Chamber, or I want somebody to come out sounding like Coal Chamber. So that's one thing you need to get into. That's one.
I do get.
That's
some
one of those
Coal
bands
Chamber.
I love because it's like.
But it's like, what band did he start doing? The Coal Chamber guy.
I don't even fucking remember. I don't really think I ever listened to it. 'Cause after hell,
Because the Coal Chamber guy did a band that is like really big.
all the members probably did something because they disappeared for a
We
while.
saw on the news the one lady from Coal Chamber was like missing for a while.
Oh yeah, the chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn, why can I never remember that dude's name? Devil Driver is
yeah.
the band that he does.
Okay, yeah, no, I did. I listened to that a little bit. I do like a lot. Because one that was great on the soundtrack for Resident Evil, Devil Driver did that one song.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, that Tech Shark album's awesome.
dude, it's
though,
fucking,
like,
it's a banger all the way fucking through.
yeah, like there were bits of
There's
like
one or two songs might have been a little on the softer side, but they were still good. But shit,
I heard like Static X bits
Oh.
here. I heard Linkin Park bits here, you know, and I just heard cool riffs and a nostalgic ass sound from when I was like 14, 15 years old.
and to me, I'm still sitting here like, where's my new song? Where's my new System of a Down? That's my number one band of all my life, System of a Down, and it just breaks my heart that the fucking Surge is fucking. He actually didn't even like the System of a Down sound. He didn't like what was going. He's like, that's not my music. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Get over yourself. Your fucking solo music sucked. The
That
first-
solo album he dropped last year, though, the solo EP he dropped last year, that shit was so good. Man,
I
that was-
did like that one song, the main title
Oh
track.
man, I love.
I think it was just.
Oh man.
See, I loved his solo stuff. His first, Elect the Dead was
That's a
fucking.
good album.
That is a great album.
The
'cause
one
it's
after
still,
it, I am not a fan of.
because
that
it still
one.
sounded like System of a Down. It's the reason why I love Scars on Broadway and Darren Malk, because it's like 3/4 of what you're missing. You know?
Finally got that second Scars on CD. Fucking, I didn't know that he had only released it on his website.
Yeah,
and I
he-
went on there and it was sold out, but it said like, send us your email and we'll email you
Update
when it's
when it
back
comes
in
back
stock. About a month or so later, a couple months later, boom, and I was like, oh
It's
shit,
so
fine.
good. I mean, it's just the only thing it's really missing is Surge's higher pitch, his opposite voice. 'Cause really, honestly, it sounds straight up a System of a Down, which also went to prove
And
that.
crazily enough, like to me, that EP Surge dropped last year is probably the closest to System of a Down that his
He's
solo
been
stuff
to in a long
sounded like
time,
for
yeah.
me. Yeah.
He did.
Wow, weirdly enough.
Yeah, it's like because originally it was like lyricist. Originally it was Surge, but the band's always was Darren's. Darren started the band, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong, but I could have swore it was actually Darren's band. So that's why he was like in control of the money and things, and Surge didn't like it because he was like, well, he's the face of the band because he really was. Surge and his voice was the fucking voice and the sound of the band, even though Darren, I always thought Darren had the best voice in it because his shit was so weird.
Yeah, I thought just both of them together, man.
Both
was
of them
such a
together was
perfect
great.
match.
It's like fucking Tenacious D, Kyle and Cage. You gotta have the Rage Cage and Jack. And number one last year, AXE Necronomicron 2.
Oh, you're throwing in the Al Azul Elu.
Al Azul Elu, man. It's fucking. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's so fucking good. I mean,
That album was fun.
it's amazing. It's like, it sounds like good old school ICP back in like the Amazing Jekyll days that told the story. And the story is just fucking Evil Dead. So right there, first, it got points for Evil Dead because I'm a big Evil Dead fan. So is Travis by his little toys he got his collection of. Fucking Bruce Campbell is the fucking man. Then it's fucking, the guy sounds straight up, like one of the rappers sounds straight up like fucking Violent J.
Sounds a lot like
He-
Violent J.
I thought I had to look up like is this Violent J maybe doing something with it? It wasn't. It's just some three random fat white guys with fucking pretty cool looking masks too that change all the fucking time. And they did a fucking themed one based on Necronomicon, which is the Evil Dead. And it's actually like, of course, I found out I was like, oh, this is part 2 to original album. I was like, that's pretty sweet, which led me to that one, which is good, but it's very raw. This was more refined. But,
Yeah, I do like the second one better.
well, the second one's it's so much more superior to it. It's more refined. But, you know, it leaves me hoping that they'll do the third one since
It ends like
at the end,
like
that's so
the
cool.
end of Evil
They
Dead
actually did
2.
the end of Evil Dead 2 when he
You
falls
hear
in
the
the
car and they're falling. And
well, they actually sampled that scene, so
that's what that was.
That's the actual sample.
I
of
thought,
him like, oh.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I thought they just recreated it really well.
That was the scene they sampled when Bruce Campbell's falling into fucking ancient Samaria, fucking in the desert, and his
Damn.
car and shit. And then you hear the bag of weed laughing in the background. That shit, like, dude, it's so awesome. Just because everything about this, because one, the whole album's about fucking, smoking weed. This evil bag of weed. They get high and they're trapped in the cabin and all that shit. It just reminds me back me and Travis first hang out, and what game we used to play all the fucking time? The Evil Dead games on fucking Xbox. We'd sit around, fucking smoke weed, play the goddamn game. It was amazing.
Yeah, Fistful of Bullshit was awesome, man.
Oh my god, you just had a button dedicated to catchphrases. Just hit a button and you would
Yeah, that's what I loved about the first one, man. The first Evil Dead game, the one on PlayStation,
It
that
was very Silent Hill-y,
the
too.
Resident Evil clone.
Yeah, it was a Resident Evil Silent Hill clone where you just kind of, you're trying to find your shit in the fucking cabin.
I loved that one, dude, but man, it was so hard. It was so hard. I had to use the Game Shark to play that motherfucker.
Fistful of Boomstick was so cheesy, but it was so good,
man.
story-wise.
That was just awesome.
The endings do the whole thing where he goes back in time when he falls asleep, but he said the words wrong, so he wakes up like in Civil War eras. That's why he's got that Civil War shirt. Dude, it's so fucking good. That's why I love this. It's just, it tells a great story. It's fucking, it's really good fucking horrorcore rapping in the old school ICP style, and it's not ICP.
It's better than the album ICP did last year.
Yeah, and noticeably it's not on my list because I did not like it.
Man.
It was, I listened to it. I do like some of the songs on it.
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah, like the first two are like fucking.
Here Comes the Carnival's like.
Here Comes the Carnival's one of the best songs.
Queens, like those
Yeah,
two.
Queen. Rest of it, it's just, it seemed like it had such great promise because Fred Fury was such a great Joker card.
It was a good album for me. It was
Because you had the two that were like together. The EP one that went with it was like its own separate
yeah,
thing.
the little Rat album.
Little Rat album.
That was
so
good.
cool.
So it was like to me it was like winter after winter, and then now it's like. Ugh.
And then when they showed the picture of this, the Yum Yum Flower, you could see the Joker card was there. It's like, oh sweet, so this is all gonna tie together. Maybe we're gonna get a female rapper, which would have been cool. We don't discriminate. Females can rock all just as hard as guys. But that was a fucking letdown.
It was, man. God, it was.
I feel bad for Violent J because the guy, I don't even know his real fucking name.
Is it there's
Probably something very white.
Joe Bruce?
Oh yeah.
Is it Joe Bruce or is he Usler? I can never fucking. I always call him Jay and Shaggy, and their real names I always get mixed up. I can never remember which
Something
one is,
super white.
I can never remember which one is like Joey Bruce and which one is Joe or Usler or whatever the fuck. I can never remember which is which, but yeah, they're Joes or.
But now, maybe that's why that one of the guys' name in fucking Necronomicon is Joe. Because Bill, Joe, and I can't remember that one. But yeah, that's such a disappointment last year. But on the same day, thankfully, the new Limp Bizkit came out. So I was like, one good thing came out that day.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, but it was neither very good at all. It was just like, meh. You'll listen to a couple songs and skip on through to the next ICP album if you ever get around to
I
it.
got so sick of the fucking Shaggy the Airhead on the beat, Devereaux on the beat. Man, it was just not good.
It was just very disappointing. Last year was a really weird time for music. I looked at like a bunch of things that might have came out, see if I saw anything I missed. I'm like, damn. Because a lot of bands came out with tons of fucking singles. I think it's becoming more of the new thing to do is just to release a single song every couple weeks or some bullshit. I'm like, I hate that. I'd rather just get copies of it.
Last year I had 40 on my list. This year it's going to be 50 something albums to talk about. It's going to be big. A lot of shit I loved came out last year. But man, yeah, the Zeal, I'm glad you showed those guys to me, man, because that shit was a lot of fun, man. It reminded me of the older Juggalo shit.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool. I was kind of, like I said, I bought the albums and everything because you can't get them nowhere else except from Magic Ninja Studios. And I said, I think one day I'm gonna bring them over here so they can stay in your collection.
Oh, you got them up there already.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. See, yeah, they're actually very unique one-off albums that they're not gonna be making them for very long, so they'll be something pretty cool. It's like, hey, cool, we used to listen to that shit because every time I listen to it, man, I just want to smoke a bowl.
Yeah.
I just feel like going on fucking doing adventures like we used to do back in the day, man. Because
just walking around.
we used to do we had adventures. I'd say we actually had our weird ass, the foibles of Travis, Zach, and Josh.
Stoned as hell, just walking the streets of Phoenix City, Alabama.
Fucking walk around Outlaw Park with a guitar, play music, begging for change, breaking into buildings. Little B&E.
Oh shit.
And weird enough, how many times we always were next to it, but never went in the fucking Waffle House.
Yeah.
We never had enough money. We could only afford the bean burritos from Piggly Wiggly, or sometimes
Dollar
we'll have
burgers at
dollar
McDonald's.
burgers at McDonald's until they call the cops on us.
Yeah. Walking while goth.
Walking while goth. I mean, we did our foibles, you know, behind the Piggly Wiggly dumpster diving and the fucking game stuff. What was the game?
It was it was
Video.
a movie gallery.
Movie galleries, garbage can. They always had good shit in there.
There we found
Posters.
Dreamcast games. The goddamn Lethal Enforcers.
Lethal Enforcers
in
was
the
super-
box
with the gun.
With the goddamn guns.
Fucking
What?
movie posters out the ass, CDs and music videos and shit, all kinds of good shit. And then fucking me and us do our little fucking
The pictures, man.
pictures with the fucking we're fucking sword fighting with fucking light tubes and beer boxes on our heads like fucking knights.
Hell yeah.
Good times.
Hell yeah. So is that all you got to say about
Yeah,
Zeal?
'cause-
Or, Zool?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, because we already did the how much we already did the review thing. I could have swore we did.
For what?
Axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean.
So we just talked
You
about...
go back.
That's-
Travis can always link. You can link it back there. Like, oh, watch this video again.
But so, all right, that's Josh's list. What do you guys think about Josh's list and the albums that were his favorites from last year? And we'll be back with the Zeal and Ardor review. And I really got to piss.